What up, peeps? It's your boy Heckin Steve. Welcome back to the channel, and today is part 2 of my Downsizing the Collection series. Part 2 of 2. This is the last video. This is going to be all the retro stuff. So, starting with 360, and I'm actually going to put this all on a table because, like, it's just really low to the ground, and I'm obese. So, like, I'm not going to break my back doing that. And plus, it'll be better if it's on a table, you can see it better, okay? And I'm about to slaughter this 360 collection. But a little more information on why I decided to do this is, like, recently I've just been feeling overwhelmed with physical media. And, you know, a lot of these games I have access to either on my Xbox account because I bought them on there, or my PC Steam account. All right, let's go ahead and get started here. All-Pro Football 2K8, that's staying. Army of Two, 40th Day, that's staying. Assassin's Creed, not staying. Another Assassin's Creed, not staying. None of the Assassin's Creed games are staying. Alright, so yeah, that's 5 right there in the out pile. Band Hero, you know what, man? It's a rhythm game. I love rhythm games, so that's staying. Borderlands, you know what? It's gone. Blue Dragon, definitely keeping that. BioShock Infinite, BioShock 2. I never bought BioShock 1, or maybe I have it on the PS3. Those are gone. Can access them all on PC. There's no point in having them. Beatles Rock Band, keeping that for sure. Batman Arkham Origins. You know what? I don't think I actually have this one anywhere else. So I'm keeping that one. But then Arkham City, I have the trilogy on the Switch. I own it on Steam. No point in having it there. Borderlands 2, same situation. I own it on Steam. I think I actually own it digitally on PS3 and 360. Burnout Paradise. I don't know. See, this is the Burnout game that I like the least. I think I own it somewhere else, though. So I'm going to get rid of that. Then the Call of Duty games. Definitely keeping all of those. So Ghost, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty 2 and 3, those are all staying. Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, World at War, and there's a lot of them. Crackdown 2, fun game, keeping that one. Dark Souls, never played it. Been asked about 1,000 times if I played it. I'm going to keep it so that I can eventually play it. Darksiders, great hack and slash game, going to keep that one. Cursed Crusade, keeping that. Never played it, but it's an Atlas game, and Atlas always makes really good games, so eventually I will play it. DJ Hero 1 and 2, I have the turntable, so I'll be keeping those. Dishonored, never played it. Pretty sure I have it on PC or access to it, so I'm going to get rid of the 360 copy of that. Diablo 3, don't need it. I have Diablo 3 Eternal Collection on the Switch. Excuse me. So I'm going to get rid of that, even though that's a fantastic game. All 3 Dead Space games, definitely keeping those. Those are classics. Dead Rising, definitely keeping that. All right, let's see here. Fable 3 and 2, keeping those for sure. Skyrim, you know, I don't really like Skyrim, but when I started collecting for 360, I wanted to make sure that I had this game because, I mean, everybody loves this game. And so, like, obviously, like, if you're going to collect, you should have it, right? Well, that's with the old mindset. With the new mindset, that game's out of here. Because I've tried to like it, and I just don't. Dynasty Warriors 7. I love Dynasty Warriors. Apparently, I only paid $10 for it, so I'll keep it. Dragon Age 2. Not really a big fan of this series, so that one's gone too. We've got Facebreaker. I've always heard this is a good game. I bought it to play it, never played it, not going to. That one's out. Forza 2, don't need it. There's new Forza games. Gears of War 2, keeping that one. Gears of War 3, gonna keep that one as well. Grid, I love this game. I think I own it on Steam. I'm gonna keep that copy anyways. Guitar Hero 2, definitely staying. Guitar Hero 3 definitely staying. Matter of fact, all of these Guitar Hero games and all of these Halo games, we are going to keep all of those. So we're keeping Halo Wars, Halo Reach, Combat Evolved Anniversary, Halo 4, Halo 3, Guitar Hero World Tour, Warriors of Rock, Guitar Hero 5, Guitar Hero Metallica, Aerosmith, and Smash Hits. Those are all staying. Homefront. Man, I heard this was a really good game. I'm not going to get rid of this because I want to give this a try. Injustice, Gods Among Us, Ultimate Edition. You know what? I love this game. It's a good fighting game. I guess I'm going to keep it. Kane and Lynch, Dead Men. Never played it, but I figured it was probably a lot like Army of Two, so I think I'll keep that and give it a try one day. Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning. You know, this is probably a good game. Yeah, I'm going to keep that one too. LA Noire. I love this game, so I'm going to keep that. The Last Remnant. I always heard good things about this, so I'm going to keep that one as well. Oh, obviously, I play Left 4 Dead 1 and 2 on Steam mostly, but I just want to have physical copies of it, so I'm going to keep these two games. Also, check out Back 4 Blood if you haven't played that before. I mean, it's basically Left 4 Dead 3. It's pretty fun. This dual pack of Lego Indiana Jones and Kung Fu Panda. See ya. Lego Rock Band, keeping that one for sure. Lord of the Rings War in the North. This is like a RTS, I believe. And it's rated M, which is kind of crazy for Lord of the Rings. Definitely gonna keep that one. Lost Odyssey, one of the best RPGs ever. Keeping that for sure. Lost Planet, never played it, but always wanted to, so keeping that. Man, now we got a bunch of Madden games, huh? We got Madden 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 16. All gone. Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Well, actually, I think I did that backwards. 3 and then 2. Those are staying. Max Payne 3, fantastic game. Definitely keeping that. Midnight Club Los Angeles Complete, keeping that. Keeping the physical copy of Minecraft, even though I have it on every frickin' platform digitally. Dang, I didn't mean to say the F word there. Maybe I'll just mute that out in editing. Mirror's Edge, awesome game. Keeping that one for sure. NBA 2K13, we can get rid of that one. NCAA Football 11, can get rid of that one. Need for Speed Carbon, definitely staying. Matter of fact, all the Need for Speed games. Most Wanted, the original. Most Wanted, the remake. And Rivals, definitely staying. I think I have Shift as well. Yep. Keeping Shift. Ninja Turtles game. That can go. I have the Cowabunga collection. What more do you need, really? Other than some arcade ports. 99 Nights. Awesome game. If you like Dynasty Warriors, a lot like that. Keeping that for sure. Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare. Love this game. Unfortunately, this game is no longer useful. Because, you know, they have 2 other games that came out after this. But, man, I would just hate to get rid of this. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it anyways. Why not? Portal 2, fantastic. Own it on the PC, but I'll keep it Xbox just to have it physically. Same thing with Red Dead Redemption. Definitely keeping that one. Resident Evil 5 Gold Edition, keeping that one. Almost done with the 360 stuff. Oh, we got 2 copies of Resident Evil 5? I didn't realize that. So I got the Gold Edition here. And I guess I don't need 2 copies. So, yeah, we'll get rid of 1. Resident Evil 6, keeping that. Definitely keeping Rock Band 1 and 2. I never bought Rock Band 3, but I have Rock Band 4, and all those, most of the songs carried over. So, Rockstar's Tables Tennis. This is actually a pretty fun game. It's just a ping pong game, but it's pretty good. So I'm keeping that. Then we got Saints Row 1 and 2. The only 2 Saints Row games that I think are worth owning. I'm sure there's some diehard Saints Row fans out there that like 3 and 4, and those are pretty funny and entertaining to play, but these are the 2 ones, so I'm keeping those for sure. All right, what else we got? Oh, Saints Row 3. Well, we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Don't need it. Silent Hill HD Collection. This was gifted to me, so I probably will keep it, but I'm not really a big Silent Hill fan. I might actually send this back to the guy that gifted it to me. Same thing with Silent Hill Downpour. Although these were probably extras that he had, so I might just end up holding on to them. Sims 3, don't really need it for the 360, so we'll get rid of that. Star Wars Force Unleashed, that's a great game, so we'll keep that one. Stoked, I'm not stoked about it, so we'll get rid of that. Walking Dead Telltale, definitely keeping this, man. Fantastic story. All right, the final stack here for the 360 stuff. Tiger Woods 11, don't need it, get rid of it. Splinter Cell Blacklist, great game, keeping it. Splinter Cell Conviction, keeping it. TNA Impact, I heard this is a pretty fun game. I haven't played it yet. See, I'm terrible with the backlog, but I'm going to keep this one. Watch Dogs, I'm over it. Don't need that one, get rid of it. SmackDown 08, definitely keeping that. I love that game. 2010, I'm going to keep all the wrestling games. 2011 and 13. 13 is great. But yeah, that's it for all of the 360 stuff. Let's move on to PS1. All right, starting with the PS1 stuff, I've got a lot of these demo discs that are really cool to like look at and stuff. But I'm over it. So those are all going. Then first up, we've got ATV Racers. This was gifted to me, so that'll probably be sent back to the person that gifted it to me. Chrono Cross, definitely keeping that one. Fantastic franchise. Cool Borders 3, gonna keep that one. Dave Mira's Pro BMX, keeping that for sure. Dino Crisis, do I need to even say anything? Keeping 1 and 2 of that. Driver 2, love it, keeping it. Gran Turismo 2, gotta keep it. Matt Hoffman's Pro BMX, gotta keep it. Metal Gear Solid, obviously one of my favorite games of all time, so keeping that for sure. Need for Speed 2, definitely keeping that. Need for Speed 3, keeping that. NFL Blitz, I think I actually have this on the 64, but I'm gonna keep it. Resident Evil Director's Cut, gotta keep that, as well as Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil Survivor, Resident Evil 3, gotta keep those. Snowcross Championship Racing, that was also gifted to me, I believe, don't want that. So was the Space Jam game, but it's not even like the actual artwork and stuff. I think this was also given to me, but I'll be sure to get that back to whoever if they want it back. Then a loose copy of Spider-Man, just don't want it because it's not complete. Tekken 3, love it, definitely keeping that. Tomb Raider 2, Tomb Raider 3, keeping that for sure. And you know, there's not really a lot that I'm taking out of the PlayStation collection. It's a lot smaller for a reason because I only bought things I wanted. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, keeping that. Ultimate Fighting Championship, I could do without this. It's made by Crave. It's probably not good. Warzone, gotta keep that. SmackDown 2, same thing. And SmackDown, apparently I have 2 copies of that, so I'm gonna have to get rid of one of those. I don't need 2 copies. Mayhem, gonna keep that as well. And Siphon Filter 2, gonna keep that. And 2 long boxes. We've got a long box of the OG Resident Evil gifted to me. Gonna keep it. And the Alien trilogy, but it's missing the back. And if I'm not mistaken, you know, I'm not really a big long box guy. This was also gifted to me. So if I end up getting rid of it, it will go back. Or I will at least make sure to ask if he wants them back before I, you know, do what I will with them, which I don't know what I'm going to do with these yet. All I know is I just got to get them out of my personal space for a little while. All right, PS3 collection. Assassin's Creed, getting the boot. Arkham Asylum, Game of the Year edition. Got the trilogy on the Switch, don't need it, and I own it on the PC. Beyond Two Souls, fantastic game. Definitely keeping that one. All right. Call of Duty Black Ops. I have it on the 360. Don't need it on the PS3. Same thing with Modern Warfare 2. Let's see. Darksiders. I had this on 360, didn't I? Don't need it on the PS3. Dead Island. Don't really like that game. Dead Island 2 is not bad. Skyrim again. Don't need it. Enslaved. Fun game. Keeping that one for sure. Final Fantasy X, 10-2 HD remasters, I'm going to keep those. Final Fantasy 13, definitely keeping that. And 13-2. God of War Saga, definitely keeping that. 5 games in one. That was expensive when I bought it too. I think it was like $30. Gran Turismo 5. I got Gran Turismo 7. And it's not PS1 Gran Turismo 2, so I don't need Gran Turismo 5. Grand Theft Auto 4. Yeah, I'll keep it. Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS3? I don't think so. I have it on Xbox One. Yeah, and I own it digitally on the PS5, like the 4K, or not the 4K, but you know what I mean, the PS5 edition. Heavenly Sword, awesome game. Keeping that one for sure. Heavy Rain, one of my favorite game studios, Quantic Dream. They made the Beyond Two Souls, Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Indigo Prophecy. Definitely keeping that. The Last of Us. You know what? I have the newer versions on PS4, so yeah. I also own the remake, like the first remake of it for PS4 digitally, so there's absolutely no point in having this. Little Big Planet, Game of the Year edition, keeping that for sure. Little Big Planet karting. Surprisingly, this is like the best kart game other than Mario Kart. Like, this is the only one I thought that had a chance at dethroning it. But of course, you know, Sony screwed that up. Little Big Planet 2, they screwed it up by not supporting it, in case you were wondering. Metal Gear Rising, keeping that for sure. Metal Gear Solid 4, still to this day, the only way to play the game on PS3. So you gotta have a PS3 just for this if you love Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid HD Collection with 2, 3, and Peace Walker. Don't need it, but because it's Metal Gear, I'm gonna keep it. Mod Nation Racers. Dude, I never tried this one. Maybe I should try that one. And then maybe it's just as good as Mario Kart 2. Probably not, though. Otherwise, it would have made more than one. Need for Speed Shift. Have it on the 360. Don't need it on the PS3. PlayStation All-Stars Battle Royale. I actually love this game, too. But like I said about the Little Big Planet karting, same thing. They dropped the ball with this. Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. You know, never going to play this. I don't even know if you can. I think it might be online only. Maybe it's not. No, okay, it's a single-player game. I'm going to keep it. Resistance, Fall of Man. Resistance 2. Keeping those for sure. They were awesome. I still need to get Resistance 3. Now we got the Sega Genesis Collection. I don't need this. I have the Sega Genesis Collection on the Switch. I have the 2 Sega Genesis Minis. And, you know, at the end of the day, I'm never, ever going to turn on the PS3 just to play Sega Genesis when I could just play it on the Switch or on one of the Minis. So that one's out of here. Not to mention, I can also play it on the PC. South Park Stick of Truth. Great game. Never going to play it on PS3 again. So let's get rid of that. Split Second, man. What a bad butt racing game. 100% recommend if you've never played it. Let me go ahead and move my keep pile over here. Hold up. Yeah, okay. Uncharted 2 and 3. I have the Uncharted collections on the PS4, so we'll go ahead and we'll jump those. Walking Dead Telltale Collection. Have it on 360. No need to have it on the PS3. And here's the thing, okay? Like, during the PS3 and 360 era, the updates you get on the 360 versus the updates and install times on the PS3 were so horrible. Like, pretty much, like, I'm not going to play anything on the PS3 unless, like, that was the only way to play it. Especially if I own a copy of it on the 360 already. WWE 12, keeping that. Another copy of WWE 13, I will keep that. 2K14, fantastic. And then we got 2K16. But now I actually have this on the Xbox One. So I don't need to own it on the PS3. So I will get rid of that one. And I said the same thing about 13, so yeah, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll get rid of that 13 as well. All right, now we're moving on to PS2, but first I got 2 miscellaneous here. We got Attitude for the Dreamcast. You know what, man? I have no intentions of getting a Dreamcast, so I'm getting rid of that. Same thing for Sega CD. Rage in the Cage. Getting rid of that. Those are wrestling games I just don't have any attachment to. Plus, I think I had Attitude on PS1. If not PS1, I have it on N64. All right, Burnout 3 Takedown. Definitely keeping that for the PS2. Bully. Yeah, keeping that for sure. Call of Duty Finest Hour. We'll keep that. Crash Wrath of Cortex. Definitely got to keep that one. Dark Cloud keeping. Devil May Cry 1. Apparently I never got 2 and 3. Keeping that one for sure. Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. Dynasty Warriors 4. The very first Dynasty Warriors game I ever played. So this one's very special to me, so I got to keep it. Dynasty Warriors 6. I love this one as well, so keeping that. Enter the Matrix. One of the best movie games I ever played, man. Other than like Spider-Man 2, like the OG Spider-Man 2. ESPN NFL 2K5, one of the best football games. You know, there seems to be that trend with PS2. It's all like some of the best stuff. Yeah, Final Fantasy 10. You know, I got the 10 and 10-2 on the PS3, but I think out of principle, man, Gotta keep Final Fantasy X. Well, it's not really worth much, so it's like, why get rid of it or try to sell it or something like that, you know? Final Fantasy 12. Wait, isn't this one like online? No, that's Final Fantasy 11. Final Fantasy 12. My friend Paul that passed away, he played the crap out of this game. So even if I never ever play this game brings me memories of him and good times. So can never get rid of that. Gran Turismo 3. This is the Gran Turismo that I've played the most of. 100% got to keep it. Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. Definitely keeping those. No worries there. Hitman 2, Silent Assassin. You know, Hitman games are cool, but like, I'm good. You know, so we're going to get rid of that. Eco, definitely keeping this. Phenomenal game. Indigo Prophecy, one of my favorite games ever. This one's actually sleeved. I can't remember what I did with all this. It's probably in a drawer over there. I should probably sleeve up more stuff. But yeah, definitely keeping that. Jack and Daxter Precursor, gotta have it. Same with Jack 2 and Jack 3. So keeping those. We've got Legends of Wrestling 1. Man, I still need to play that, but I'm going to keep it. And same goes for Legends of Wrestling 2. Oh, and then we got some Maddens. 2001, out of here. 2002, out of here. 2004, peace. 2005 says Fear the D. How about Fear the Heckin Steve getting rid of you? Because I'm not keeping that. Maximo, man, me and the best friend played the crap out of this back in the day. Got to keep that one. Same with Medal of Honor Frontline. Storming the Beaches of Normandy. European Assault, though, don't care. Metal Gear Solid 2 and Metal Gear Solid 3. I can't tell you how many times in my life that I've bought these two games for the PS2. It's at least 5 times a piece because I'll collect and then I'll stop collecting, blah, blah, blah. Which is kind of probably happening right now, but I'm not doing this anymore. Like, I think I'm just too old to, like, rebuy stuff. But yeah, I'm obviously going to keep these. So don't even have to worry about that. Don't even know why I'm rambling. Midnight Club Street Racing, keeping that one. Shaolin Monks, fun co-op game, keeping that. NBA Street, I wish I had Volume 2. Gonna keep that one though. Need for Speed Carbon, I had this on one of the other systems, so don't need that. Need for Speed Underground, what a ball-ass game, keeping that. Okami, I have this on, I just bought it digitally, the HD version on the Switch. Man, should I get rid of this? Nah, I'm keeping that. That's a PS2 staple. Same thing with Omnimusha. Warlords, gotta keep that. And Omnimusha 2. Resident Evil 4 in a blue case. So apparently in the UK, they put theirs in blue cases. This is a US version. It just got swapped over to a blue case. So definitely gonna keep that. You know, all the Resident Evil stuff. Code Veronica X, Dead Aim. Great game. Great game. Resident Evil Outbreak and Outbreak File 2. Just got to keep them because, you know, got the Resident Evil collection and all that good stuff. Rise to Honor. Super fun game. Highly recommend it. Shadow of the Colossus. Now, I have the remake of that on the PS4, but I'm going to go ahead and keep it for the PS2. Showdown Legends of Wrestling is another Legends of Wrestling game made by Acclaim. So I'm going to keep that one. Give it a try. The Sims, don't need it. Even though I did play a lot of the Herbs Sims in the City on the PlayStation 2 back in the day. SOCOM US Navy SEALs. They need to bring this series back, man. I'm keeping that. Same goes for SOCOM 2. Star Ocean Till the End of Time. Definitely got to keep that. And Tekken Tag Tournament. Fun ass. You know, Tekken's my favorite fighting game. Keeping that. Tony Hawk's Underground. Remake this game. Definitely keeping that. And then the final little stack for PS2. True Crime Streets of LA. Thanks to this game, I know about the band called Taproot. So, also the game's fun. Just Bring It, SmackDown. Good game. Oh, I guess the rest of these are all wrestling games. So we're keeping SmackDown Shut Your Mouth. Here Comes the Pain. The OG SmackDown vs. Raw, 2006, 2007. Oh, and then we have Zone of the Enders, another Konami game. Definitely keeping that one too. All right, now we're looking at OG Xbox, and then we got some PSP games to look through, but most of the PSP games I'll probably keep. First up, we got Advent Rising for the OG Xbox. Keeping that for sure. Blitz the League. Keeping that one. Burnout Revenge. Gotta keep that one, dude. That's a classic. Crimson Skies. Not interested. Dead to Rights, got to keep that one. That's a good game. Morrowind, I'm just not into the Elder Scrolls games, man. So that one's going. Enter the Matrix, I will keep this, even though I have it on PS2. Same thing goes for ESPN NFL 2K5. Original Fable, amazing. Can't wait to play the remake they're doing. The original Forza, I got to keep it. It's got sentimental value to me. And there's a lot of games that are being removed from the collection, but this is going to, at the end of it, it's going to reflect more of the games I like, and it's still a big collection. So it's not like, it's not even that big of a deal. You know, we're just getting rid of some fluff here. Halo, keeping that. Halo 2. Shame on whoever's making this game expensive. For real, man. Why y'all making this game expensive? They made millions of copies of that game. Hitman 2, don't need it. Kung Fu Chaos. Man, I'd love to get one with better art, like, because this one's kind of damaged, but one of my favorite games on OG Xbox. Madden 06, there it is. That's one of my favorite Maddens, so this is one that I actually will keep. OG Max Payne, got to keep it. Here we go, NBA Street Volume 3, definitely keeping that. So I still need Volume 2. Carbon again. Did I own Carbon on like every platform possible? I'm not going to get rid of it on Xbox though. Need for Speed Underground 2. Didn't have that on PS2. I had the first one, so I'll keep this one. Project Gotham Racing. That's another fantastic game. There was a lot of exclusives during the OG Xbox era. Project Gotham Racing 2. Shenmue 2. So I have the, you know, the remakes or remasters or whatever. This one actually came with a DVD of the first game's like cutscenes and stuff. So just because of that, I'm going to keep this. But I had this when I was younger too. This was the first introduction to Shenmue that I had. Absolutely love it. Test Drive. Man, they need to bring that series back too. OG Splinter Cell. Got to keep that. Pandora Tomorrow. True Crime Streets of LA. Going to keep that one as well. It's not going to be a lot of stuff that comes off of the OG Xbox because most of the duplicates I have, more than likely, I would rather play it on the Xbox. Like, for example, you know, like, when you play ESPN 2K5 on the OG Xbox, it, like, actually shows highlights from your game during the halftime show they do. Whereas on the PS2, they don't do that because there's no internal memory. Raw 2, keeping that for sure. WrestleMania 21. What a janky-ass game. I got this on release day. Not this copy in particular, but gotta keep it, man. It was fun. Max Payne 2. So, I have all 3 Max Payne games, just like 2 of them are here, and then the third one's on 360. Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance. You know, I really don't need it, but, I mean, this is a complete copy, and I only paid like $8 for it, so I'm going to keep that. Midnight Club 2, got to keep that. Okay, so really, we only got rid of like 3 OG Xbox games. And then we got a tiny stack of PSP stuff here. Most of this I'm going to keep, though. Like, we've got Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7, got to keep that. Need to peel that sticker off. Killzone Liberation, gonna keep that. Portable Ops Metal Gear, Peace Walker, Metal Gear Acid 1 and 2, gotta keep those. Paid a lot for those, actually. Not as much as they're probably worth now, but Twisted Metal Head On. I mean, you know what, let me just show you all this at once. I'm keeping all those, man. Alright, guys, so in total, we got rid of 73 games, and then these demo discs down here, I didn't count those, but 73 plus the demos. And then this shelf right here, guys, with the Wii, the Wii U, the GameCube, my complete in-box games, you know, the little bit that I do have, and all my cartridge stuff. I'm not getting rid of any of that stuff. I'm going to keep all of that. The wall is looking good, man. There's a lot more killer and less filler. Feeling pretty good about it, man. So thank you guys so much for watching, man. And I will catch you next time.